gentlemen, today we'll be looking at switch, and I'm creating this video for those of you who actually asked me how to replace contactor, and that is why we are creating this video. So thank you for having patience with us. Sometimes when this is in our availability, we'll create it for you. But if it's not something that we have at hand, it's simply just a size patient, we are still going to respond to your video. Especially for those of you that is asking for SPD, that is for the protective devices. I'm going to create that. By God's grace, next week you will see it on our platform. But today I'm talking about a contactor, how to replace contactor, and the switches of contactor, and different type of contactors. I'm going to explain this for you, and the function of contactors, and what you can use contactor to do. I'm going to do that. But you that ask, sir, I'm not going to replace my coil if my contactor got bad. If my contactor is bad, how am I going to fix it? It's very simple. Depends of the damage the contactor have, and we have different type of contactor, different number, normally open, normally close. There are some that have only normally open and normally close. Why some contactor have normally open, normally close, normally open, and other features. So I'm going to show you that in this particular video. So this is the video. This is the contactor that I have here at hand. I have, you can see, 1/L1, 3/L2, 5/L3, and we have 13 NO. NO mean normally open. So in this other one, we have a 2/T1, 4/T2, and we have 6/T3, and we have 14 normally open. All these things have their own function. So the reason why I'm also going to show you other contactor here on ground. I've already connected. Uh, in this, you can see, we have uh, 13 NO, 21 NC, 31 AC, and 43 NO, 14 NO, 22 NC, 32 NC, and 44 NO. All these things have their own function. Depends of you what you are going to do with your design. This normally close and then normally open is very, very important. Then what you should equally know is that you have your A1 and A2 is very important. You can see, just take a look of it. A2, I'm turning, A1 and A2. Yes, without this, you cannot switch. This is where you actually turn on your switches, maybe to turn that is to energize your contactor. This is the A1 and the A2 that actually re-energize the contactor, so that there will be flow, or that is when I mean energize, that is to close these particular switches. I'm going to use my meter to demonstrate that for you. Yes, the main important thing you should know while going to the market, after I must have opened the coil for you. After I must have opened the coil for you, come closer. After I must open the coil, show you how to replace your coil. What you should know before going to market to buy coil, you need to take this reading. It's very important. Without this reading, you go and buy wrong coil. This coil I'm using here now is telling me that the coil that I'm going to buy in the market of this size is going to be 220 to 240 volts. Let me let you know. What you should know about contactor. We have 24 volts AC. We have different voltage. We have 100 to 110 volts. We have 220 to 240 volts, just like that. Depends of the voltage and depends of the panel you are actually really working on. So doing this, you will know how to know the right coil to buy. So right now we have as you can see, I have a coil here. This is A1. If you can see, just take a look. This is A1. This is A1, and at the back here, this other back here, we have A2, A2. So now, for you to know that your contactor is working, you need to put 220, you need to introduce a 220 to it. What I have here in my, if you want to know if your contactor is in order, okay, now I want to see if I have 220. I'm putting the voltage on my, okay, this is my voltage. You mean that voltage I have not got into this place. Okay, now if for instance this is my 220, if for instance you find 220 in your A1 and your A2, you find 220 volts in your own. You can see this is 229 volts. You find 220 to 240 volts in your AC, and your contactor is not energizing, know that the coil is 40. It's for you to replace your coil. It's for you to replace your coil. So you can see, if you turn it off, now this my switch, I've turned it off. Okay, now I turn it on again, it's not coming. That is now, I just turn it off now. No, it's not energizing. You can see it's telling that there's no voltage. Immediately there is no voltage here. First and foremost, you have to make sure that there is voltage in this A1 and A2. There is voltage in your A1 and your A2. If there is no voltage, it can never energize. So, and this is my switch. I'm going to see, you can see I've turned it on. Let's see if there is voltage. You can see there is voltage, so it has energized. So in this video right now, I'm going to turn off my AC voltage. I'm going to turn it. As I turn it off now, you see that it will just come back. Okay, now you can see this is normally closed. That is why I'm letting you to know something. I'm going to my continuity. You can see in normal, this NO and NO is normally open. So this normally close. It was supposed to close if it's not normal. So right now, let me turn it on. You can see, you can see it's normally closed. So you can see it's normally closed. You can see it's normally closed. Just take a look. You hear the buffer sound. You can see the buffer sound. So it's normally closed. So help me to turn it on. You will see that automatically it will just cut off. You can see that's cut off. Okay, turn it on. So thank you. And the reason we are making this video on how to change your contactor, I'm going to show you how to replace your contactor now in this video. That is the main reason. This is a new contactor. As I said, I'm going to open it. So just take your star screwdriver. Remove it gently. You can see, just remove it gently. There's a spring on it. Just take it gently. You can see this how it is. So remove it gently. This is your coil. So what you will take to market, this is what you will take to market. So thank you. This is what you will take to market. Just instead for you to go and buy, okay. Instead for you to go and buy full contactor, instead for you to go to the market and buy the complete set, you don't need to buy the complete set. This is what you just take to the market. If you're in Nigeria, maybe they are selling this for 35,000, but with only this, you can just get this for 25. So you can see that you actually save your cost. You can see, just give them that this is the coil that I want to buy. I'm buying 220 volts. They will definitely ask you in the market, what coil are you going to buy? So it's just like this. So you just need to replace this coil. This is how to replace it. Sometimes these are the magnetic feed area. So just sometimes this place might get rust. Just look for some paper to clean it so that it will have that flux again. So I'm dropping it back just as I said. When placing it back, dubbing ace, look at it, make sure that this one you have contact with it. Okay, don't rush. You just don't rush. You just have to don't rush. Just take it gently. You can see I'm going to tie it back. So we have actually show you how to replace your coil. You can use contactor to do so many things. You can use contactor to it's an electromechanical switches that you can use to to turn off or switch off any devices. You can also use it in your home. That is to regulate so many things. Your appliance, okay, by 2 I want this to work. You can use your contactor and timer to do it. That is to work that device. But before you carry out that job, you need to know the your your function, the function of that contactor, the normally close and normally open. You don't need to play with that. It's very, very important. So doing this, you see that you have actually saved cost by going to the market to buy, that is to buy the full contactor. So thank you for watching this video. For those of you that have not subscribed, subscribe. You will be a beneficial watching our page and also sharing. Our goal and our mission is one youth key. It's actually free. It's not monetized. It's actually free. So thank you for watching this video and remain blessed.